Well, is it true, Ben,
Is what true?
that you have been selling players to keep the club from going under?
No, I wouldn't do that, would I? Hello viewers, welcome out then to a transfer episode of me, Dr. Benji, and we've sold Avramidis for 23 million. Yeah, the club finances weren't in the greatest of states, but there's loads of money in there now, so we're A-okay. Yeah, I sold Avramidis to Atletico Madrid for 23.5 million, which I think is good business considering we bought him for 3.2 a couple of years ago. He's not really played much this season. We've not played with wingers, so the formation's been a little bit redundant, and luckily the two strikers have stayed fit, so at no point did we have to revert to that two-winger formation with Ramirez on one side and Avramidis on the other side. And plus, it was never really a natural left winger anyway, and Ramirez played that sort of natural right wing role better than he did. So it was just one of those situations where it was surplus to requirements. £23 million, a £20 million profit ain't too bad at all, is it? So yeah, pleased with that. And it was in no way because we were running out of money. So that'll be a lesson to you. Also, another little bit of transfer news, and this is going to hurt you. This is going to be painful for some people. Norman's leaving at the end of the year to Nantes. He's going to France, which, you know what, I'll be in France. I'll see him play. So, not a problem. But yeah, he's on his way out, folks. I'm so sorry that the relationship with Norman's going to come to an end, but it has to happen eventually, right? And he's just not, in recent years, he's 30 now, he's just not been playing as often, and I don't want to just hold him here, hostage. He cost me 12.5 million. That was madness, because he's never performed as well as I thought he would, and just... So thanks for the memories, Norman. Thanks for the memories. We've still got 6 months with him, so give me some more memories. Don't be such a waste. You may notice on these ins, by the way, that there's quite a few names that you don't recognise, like Segura and who else have we got here? Dario, I don't know if I showed you. Lombardielli. Mainly because I don't say the names very well, so I just thought, forget it. But yeah, I brought them in as sort of youth players. The assistant director thing, the guy that does all the stuff above me, not God, I mean the guy that works. The director of football is the word I'm looking for. He's been bringing in loads of different players. Now we've got 41-ish million to spend in this transfer window with £350,000 available wage budget, but really the squad isn't in too bad a shape. I mean, financially we're in a bit of a mess because we're spending too much on Monier's wage considering our stadium capacity is about 20,000. But I'm not worried about that. We'll just get some fantastic loan signings in. That's the plan. Yeah, and also we've got quite a few games in the January. So what I'm going to do is not show you the entire games, but I'll show you like the last 10 seconds and we can go through results as they happen. If we lose one of them, that's pretty upsetting. And then next episode we'll come back with Juventus, Perugia and Chelsea, and then it'll work like that. You know what I'm talking about. Anyway, let's crack on then. We've got lots to do today. It's going to be, I don't know how long this episode's going to last, but it could be a long one. Alright, game 1 is done against AC Milan. It was a 1-1, which, you know, underwhelming, I'd say. And it's more underwhelming considering they had a man sent off after 63 minutes and we couldn't dominate. 30 shots, so they're 7. Would it surprise you if I told you I forgot something? Monier didn't win the Player of the Year. Isco won it. I mean, I don't know what he's been up to in the last couple of... Don't even make me sick in my mouth. So yeah, World Player of the Year, Monier, despite having a very, well, the exact same average rating as Isco, having 4 less assists and 3,000 more goals, doesn't even get World Player of the Year. What's a man got to do? Next year he's having it. He did, though, get into World Player of the Year. World Player of the Year? He did, though, get into Team of the Year with Rubio. Rubio was at the back, Monier up front. Henderson and Sterling were in there as well. Isn't it magical? With two Juve players on either side. John Stones, Luke Shaw. Very English-dominated, isn't it, actually, thinking about it. Shaw, Stones, Henderson, Sterling. Then a Monier-Rubio duo. David De Gea in goal. And Chiron was actually on the substitutes bench for the team. So, you know what? We've got players all over the place. Nathaniel Chalobah was in there as well. Good grief. And I'm not saying that one of my players should definitely have won the world thing. But Isco, mate, you're 3rd on the list. It's a joke. Also, he didn't win European Golden Boy, but I mean that's more understandable because he's a bit older. Fabian Weisner won it, who looks all right, but I mean, did he score 52 goals? No, he didn't. So again, incorrect. So another game has wound down, and we've had 31 shots there. Alfonso had 2 and didn't even get one on target. A 2-0 win. It was in the Cup, which means that we progressed through to the next stage. And the Cup competition in Italy is quite strange to the point that you don't actually play that many games to get to the final of the Cup. I don't think we play that many more at all. I think we have maybe, I don't know if we play a quarter-final. First round, quarter-final, semi-final, final. Yeah, so 3 games, then you're in the final. That seems weird, doesn't it? It seems too easy. I don't know why. We now play Perugia in the next round of it. So, again, we should go through that. Juve aren't in it. Juve lost to Napoli. Well, we are about to, for the first time, I can feel it. Another game, another win, 3-0 against Fiorentina, and we're rocking and rolling. Olivier with 2 assists, Dan, Sharon and Monnier with the goals. The people you'd probably expect to score generally tend to score for Parma. 25 shots compared to the 4 of Fiorentina. We don't just win games, we beat games into a bloody pulp. So, we're making a loan signing. It's a Belgian. It's Matas Munch. He's called Munch. Like, I don't need to explain if he's good or not. He's alright, though. He's going to play in that attacking midfield role. I was going to get Oscar in, you might remember Oscar. But I just wanted to get someone in who could play sort of just... He looks big and strong, and I wanted someone big and strong. And we don't have a lot of big and strong players when Kondogbia's not playing. So that's what I've gone for, just in case we need to get someone in. Just to settle the nerves, keep the tempo moving later on in games. So yeah, and he's called Matis Munch. Again, don't need to explain myself. There we are then, a 4-0 win against Spal. Poor Spal. I will never forget how nice Spal were to me to help me win the league once. But Sharon's just scored a hat-trick against them. Again, another game dominated. We've now got an 8-point lead. Transfer-wise, we're not doing too much, but I will keep updating you on the games. We've got 2 more left. We've got Avellino and Sampdoria left in the January. We'll go through both of those. And you never know. Late doors in the transfer window, I always do something. So let's find out what that something's going to be. We're at half-time in the game against Sampdoria. We've had 17 shots. They've not had a shot. We're 4-0 up. It could be 10 at the end of this. Let's find out. I'm underwhelmed. It was only 5. And in the second half, they had way more of the ball. So, yeah. Annoying. I've got no other words than annoying. But never mind. 5-0. Good result. And the session we've had sort of during the transfer window has been a bit ridiculous. And we're only, well, I guess we've got a game in hand. We're 5 points clear of Juve on 50 points. They've got 45. And we're still unbeaten this season. I can't... Okay, I'm going to say this once only. I can't see us holding this, but we might do. Anyway, there's 3 days after the transfer window. We're going to have to see if anything happens. I'm not sure it will, but if it does, guess who's going to be the first to know? Me, and then it'll be you. You'll be straight away. I just don't know. I just don't know which one makes more sense at this point. Theo Walcott or Stuart Downing. Both available for free in the summer. Maybe I should just wait till then and get them both. It's tough. Alternatively, we go for Bojan or Jordan Rhodes. You could say Jordan Rhodes is the Bojan of Scotland. Both 32, same age, admittedly different kinds of players, but another tough decision. Again, imagine a front 4 of Bojan, Jordan Rhodes, Stuart Downing and Theo Walcott. Monnier and Chiron will be shitting bricks. I'll tell you what, if this leaks to the press, there could be mayhem. Alright. Fine. It's a good job I didn't dress this up as a big transfer special, because it's not been that special. There's not been that many transfers. The situation is this, folks. You know what I'm like in Januaries. I don't like to make big deals. We've got 50 million in the bank. It'll probably be all gone by the end of the season. Although we've got 41 million apparently to spend. I don't know how they come up with these figures. We just don't have that sort of money. So what we're going to do is leave it to the end of the year. We'll see where we are. I mean, it's a difficult situation for me because I don't know if we'll be doing another season as Parma. And I don't really need anyone, and that's what it comes down to. Is that if I don't need a player, if I'm not like lacking in a certain position, then I'm not going to waste money on a player I don't need when we don't really have that money to waste. So sorry if you were expecting like mad transfer drama. It didn't really happen. The only thing that really happened was Avramides got sold, and we bought him Matis Munch on loan. Apart from that, everything else was pretty straightforward, pretty simple. I hope that's all right. I mean, you haven't got a choice. You've watched it now. I mean, too late. It's tough. So that does bring us to the end of another episode of Parma Drama. If you've enjoyed today's episode, please leave a like. If you want to see more, subscribe to the channel from me, Benji. With love, with care. Until next time, goodbye. Do you wear clothes? You do? Well, I've got t-shirts. Yeah, Parma Drama. I'm wearing a blue one, look. I've got blue and yellow. If you'd like a t-shirt, they're £12. If you don't want a t-shirt, don't buy one. But we all need clothes. So that's all I'm saying to you. They're available for about a week. If you're interested, go and buy one. Links in the description down below. They feel really soft. I'm telling you now, they feel really soft. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you again. Bye. T-shirts. Maybe you don't want a t-shirt. Maybe you just want to use it for like cleaning. Then they're good for that too, I would imagine.